Hey everyone, I'm Danica McKellar.
And I am Benjamin Ayres.
And I'm Jason Hervey.
We are so excited for you to all watch our new holiday movie, You, Me, and the Christmas Trees, to start off the celebration of Countdown to Christmas. Now, we have a couple of questions that Hallmark Channel sent our way to answer. So let's get started.
All right.
First question. All right, Ben, I think this one's for you.
Okay.
In You, Me, and the Christmas Trees, Evergreen Specialist Olivia, that's me, is hired to help Jack's family solve the mystery of the dying trees at their Christmas tree farm. Can you share your experience on bringing this story to life?
Well, first of all, I've always wanted to play a Christmas tree farmer that requires the help from an evergreen specialist, and was very excited to get the call from Hallmark, and not just so much to tell this story, but that you were involved, and I was ecstatic about that. And Julie's script was incredible, and I've worked with David Winning before, so getting to pull that whole team together was great. And I remember when we went out for dinner and you had said that a very special friend of yours was coming to play Bob Olson, the bad guy.
That's right, Bob Olson.
And you're like, we're bringing Jason Hervey to the show.
That's right.
And we said, you know what? If he played Wayne on the Wonder Years, we should change his name on this to Dwayne.
You're being too humble. That was your idea. That was your idea, Ben. I'm not going to let you we get the credit for that. That was brilliant.
And it was great. And it was
awesome.
Good. And we got Dwayne, and I just absolutely love getting to tell this story with you, Danica and Jason, and the whole experience of it was great. There's nothing better than wearing scarves and big jackets in the middle of the summer to get to bring these stories to everyone. And I know we were hot, but you know what? It's always worth it. Hot. And yeah.
We're also temperature-wise very hot. But hey, that's what we should do. That's how these movies are made, and it's part of the fun.
That's right.
All right, Jason, you're up.
Yes. So basically, what a treat.
Oh, no, sorry, I'm wrong. That's Ben. Ben's up.
I'll just
we can get Jason to
I'd like
to hear Jason's experience.
Hang on, this is very technical, everybody.
Now
very technical.
Go ahead.
We have scrolling.
Before I ask, I want to know Jason's experience of making this movie with us.
Me too.
Oh, okay. I can speak now, Danica?
Please.
No, what a treat to get to work with the incomparable and talented and amazing Danica McKellar. Truly family, like my little sister. And what a treat it was to get to know Benjamin, who actually had a penchant for stealing my sunglasses all of the time when I couldn't find them. Sure. And then he would send me pictures of him wearing my glasses. I had an incredible time, and the way it went down for me was I got a call from my representation saying Hallmark wanted to see if I was available to come shoot this Christmas movie, You, Me, and the Christmas Trees, with Danica McKellar. Now, number one, I always hear everybody talk about the Hallmark Channel Christmas movies and how great they are and how much fun, and it really is like a whole family pastime, to everybody come together, celebrate, and watch. So I was just excited to be, a part of it and given the opportunity. And then when I said Danica McKellar, that completely pushed it over the top. But me, the way I am, I texted Danica right away and I said, hey, I hope I'm not spoiling some elaborate surprise or something, but I just got a call for Hallmark Channel and they want me to, be in this movie. And they said that you're involved. Do you know about it? And Danica, a woman of few but poignant words, sends back to me, who do you think suggested you? And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, so this is going to be great. And I just said, sign me up. And the script is, well written, well directed. Everybody, the cast and crew, it was so much fun. It was like summer camp, and I didn't want to leave.
It was like summer camp, though, right?
Yeah, it really was.
Literally.
Yes.
Now, listen, holidays are the perfect time to reconnect with dear family and friends. And viewers are going to get to see Danica and Jason reunite on screen together again. So before I ask you guys this question, I have a question to ask you. What would you do if I sang out of
do
tune.
Would you stand up?
Yes, we would stand up.
I would want to know if you stand up. Okay, good. That's all. That was it. Now I want to ask you guys, what was it like to get to work together again after all these years on camera?
It was amazing. I mean, it was amazing.
Great.
And
Yeah,
it was
so
like
much fun.
this weird sort of deja vu. I mean, Jason and I have been around each other a lot through all the years since the Wonder Years, but we haven't worked together since then. So that was like really fun, and just to see you across the way with like the cameras rolling was just surreal and just awesome. I know you said that you like wanted to laugh.
There was a few times that I was about to say my lines, and I'm just looking at Danica, and I just want to laugh, because it really was, in the greatest way, deja vu. And on my first day, they threw me right into the deep end of the pool doing promos, with Danica, and there we are, not skipping a beat, finishing each other's sentences, and it really was a lot of fun. And Benjamin, you are great fun to work with, my friend.
I know. The two of them, it was like, I mean, Jason and I are the ones who have this history, but the two of them were like really fast friends. You guys were amazing to watch together. I was like,
yeah, it was quickly, and I think
my
we
two
really
brothers.
quickly our on-screen chemistry was quite fun and funny as arch nemesis.
Yeah.
So
we played it up.
We played it hard, and that's, I think, what kind of made it difficult at times to keep a straight face. We found lots of little needling lines to throw at one another. Yeah, it was awesome.
And even the physical comedy of it too, because Ben is a great tall fellow, and I am I have a big personality, but I'm not 6'3" or whatever.
Well,
so I would come into a scene, and Benjamin would be here, and I'd be looking at his chest.
And when we were, in the van, kind of driving, we would travel to set together, and first time we met, kind of hang out in the van, and I remember we got out, and you were like, "Dude, how tall are you?" And that was my exact question.
He just kept going.
He got the van just sort of
it was like the driver folded him in half. In the back or something.
Oh, that's funny. Awesome, you guys.
So, all right, Danica.
I'm not going to
keep us on pace here.
I was going to, but Jason's going to yell at me if I'm like, okay, so Jason, so now you're supposed to ask a question.
Okay. I think it's
your
turn to ask a question.
No, it's wait, is it I guess it is me.
It is.
No.
Yeah, it says Olivia and Jack's relationship.
I did mine.
You're right. Okay, here we go. So,
yes.
It is my question. So Olivia and Jack's relationship takes root. Saw what you did there. Takes root as they work together to save the evergreens on Jack's Christmas tree farm. So why do you think that viewers will connect with your two guys' characters' relationship?
What I think is really cool about our relationship in this movie is that we help each other. So, the premise is that Jack's trees in his Christmas tree lot are dying, and he's not sure why. I play an evergreen expert. This is what I do. Some call me the Christmas tree whisperer, which is kind of a fun title.
Or some call you the tree lady.
The tree lady. Other characters call me the tree lady. And so I am here to help. I'm here to help. And but I don't have a lot of Christmas spirit, unlike me. My character doesn't have a lot of Christmas spirit. And so while I'm helping his trees, he really helps me to understand the joy of Christmas. Because my character's experience in Christmas is that my parents are sure all about Christmas, but it's all about impressing the neighbors. And nothing is really about the true meaning of Christmas, which is family togetherness. It's all about, I'll pick a theme, and then my decorator will, do the rest. And so I grew up around that, and it just feels fake, and I don't like it. So even though I work with evergreen trees, I don't even think of them as Christmas trees. I think of them as evergreen trees because I like things just the way they are. And Ben's character is just the opposite. He likes to decorate everything. His cocoa has like 5,000 toppings, so you can't even see the cocoa. So we have very different personalities, but we have so much to offer each other. And I just think that's always such a beautiful thing when characters can truly give each other gifts.
Well, that
Benjamin?
was perfect. I mean, I don't know
Top
what to add to
that.
that other than,
Top-
I mean, let's be
top
honest.
that.
People like to see two characters at odds find common ground and discover the spirit of Christmas together.
Okay.
And that's what we did, and that's what we do. And
Yes, this movie has a lot of chemistry.
Chemistry.
we added a lot of
And my character actually
as many
chemistry.
puns as we could.
Well,
Yeah.
yes, we did. Some of them got cut out, but some of them made it. But yeah, my character is a chemist. Really, it's an evergreen chemist. So I have my
Chemist or
pH
scientist?
and probes and
Or scientist or chemist?
well, a scientist is a more general. I mean, chemist is a type of scientist.
Come on, remember, you're talking to Benjamin and I here.
I'm a tree. I'm talking to everybody. I got to do science in this movie, and it's legit, by the way. So if you see me looking into a microscope, whatever it is, the story tracks. So anybody who actually knows evergreen
you weren't
diagnosis,
you weren't going through the actions. It was a
no,
full
and I was
CSI.
like,
Every
wait.
anytime the science
I'm
was
like,
there.
David, at this point, the root should look black.
That's right.
You probably can't even see. But anyway,
I
I had a fun time tracking the science. I had a whole notebook dedicated to that.
Of course you did.
I know. So anyway, there are a lot of exciting what?
I like Benjamin's answer. So that's what we did, and that's what happened.
I'm sorry, Ben. Did you have more that you wanted to say?
No, that's it. Go ahead, Dan.
Are you sure?
All right, moving on.
Moving on. There are a lot of exciting festivities in this movie, including a town tree lighting and hanging Christmas ornaments. What are some of your favorite holiday traditions?
Well, for us, we do a lot of baking and cooking here. So spending time with family and baking and cooking, and definitely the buying of the tree. However, we purchase our tree every year, and the decorating of the tree is a huge thing in the house, which I look forward to and we love to do. How about you, Jason?
Biggest thing for us, similar to you, is decorating the tree. And there's a lot of ornaments that have sentimental value and that have been collected from various, times and trips and, places all over the place. But the one tradition that I always insist on is that I actually read to my kids. And they're not kids anymore. But,
they're in their 20s.
That's right. Yeah, they're 21, my twins. And I read "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." That is something that I always do.
I love that. And the Christmas Eve.
Yeah, Christmas Eve.
That's great.
Because that would be the time to read it.
Right.
It was, yes. Well, I know because you're talking about in the past. 'Twas the night before Christmas. I'm sorry, I'm being super annoying.
Oh my gosh.
I agree that is the perfect night to read.
But he changes it to "It is the night before Christmas."
It is the night before Christmas.
Not twice.
All the verbs are present tense.
Yeah, right.
I just like being annoying. Well, Ben, you both know that about me. Anyway, so yes, I love those
lovably annoying. Lovably.
No, not that. I would just say extremely literal.
Yeah.
Everything.
Right.
There's no nuance.
That's the fun. Like
language.
being like.
That's true.
There's something so great about that. Being a math major and being like in that sort of very literal world for a solid 4 years of my life. I mean, it worked really well for me, and then I take a lot of that with me. So there you go. Traditions for me, yes, decorating the Christmas tree. In particular, I love making ornaments, and my son is 11 now, so he isn't as into it as he used to be, but he'll still do it with me. Take like beads and put them on pipe cleaners and then twist them around and make little shapes. We also like to do fuse beads. Some people know that is like melty beads or perler beads, where you put these little plastic beads on a and then you iron it.
Yeah, that's
and you
cool.
can make shapes. We've made ornaments.
You don't know what she's talking about, Benjamin.
We have those on our tree too, actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's so fun. You can make it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I remember
his wife did it. He didn't do it. His wife.
But I was present.
He witnessed it. Yeah, so we love doing that. And then in terms of baking, I'm not much of a baker and I don't bake a lot, but every Christmas I make a chocolate Yule log cake and I love it, and it's definitely tradition. It looks like a log. It's rolled up. It's it's a chocolate cake layered with whipped cream, and then you roll it and you cut into it so it looks like the swirl of a log. And then you put chocolate frosting on the outside and take a fork and rake it across making a trunk-like appearance. It's
That's
so
cool.
fun. And then decorate it with like little marzipan mushrooms and things like this growing in the forest. It's so fun. Or little snowmen, whatever you want. I love that. Those are my favorite traditions. And then, of course, just having everybody at the house for dinner.
Oh, nice.
I look forward to coming to get to eat that lung this year. That sounds great.
We look forward to our invitation.
You know, a movie. I'm going to do an interesting segue right now. A movie that I did with another Wonder Years co-star, Dan Lauria, back in 2018, called Christmas at Grand Valley. There was a tradition in that movie that was really fun and that I think that we should start, and it was Christmas pancakes. And my dear friend Ben here has a new company called Easy. Called Easy Peasy Pancakes that are awesome. It's like pancakes in a bottle and you shake it up and pour it. And at some point, it's going to be available in the U.S., right?
That's correct.
Right?
Yes, my wife started the company. That was a beautiful segue. I really appreciate that. When you said pancakes, I was like, wait, we started a pancake company. Yes, it's called Easy Peasy Pancakes.
Yes.
Comes in a bottle. You just add water, you shake it, you pour it out.
And I need some. I want to try this.
I know.
Right.
Very healthy.
Right now, Hallmark is putting the graphic of Easy Peasy.
It's so kind of them to do
Easy
that.
Peasy Pancakes on Instagram. Anyway, so yes, there's so many. I think that my favorite traditions surrounding Christmas have to do with food. I think probably everyone's like that on some very primal, basic level, whether it's cookies or Yule log or Christmas pancakes or whatever it is. I just think that's fun because it's dual purpose. It's like pretty, it's a decoration, and then you get to eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unlike popcorn garland on the tree that you're not supposed to eat, but sometimes I do.
Right.
Moving on. See, I think it's
this is my turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Your turn.
All right. So as Olivia spends more time with Jack and celebrates his family holiday traditions, her perspective about Christmas starts to change. Now, are there any scenes that you can't wait for viewers to watch?
Oh, there's so many moments in this movie that I'm so excited. I don't want to give away any in particular, but there's the moment there, when we're testing out one of the possible solutions for why the trees are dying, like a possible medicine for the trees, and we put it in the base of the tree, and then I'm gonna stay up all night and watch this and see if it works, and you decide to stay up with me, and it's just this fun, very intimate kind of when you're falling in love, and this idea that you're going to stay up all night and watch a tree together. I mean, it's kind of just romantic and so odd at the same time, which is so different. And I love these moments in this movie that aren't the same thing you've always seen, because we're trying to solve the mystery of what's going on with the trees and trying to solve it together.
Yeah, you're so right. That's what I love about it, is that they're both trying to solve this mystery together, but in doing that are falling also in love, and kind of and they're not even aware of it, but the audience will be, because it's not necessarily what they're looking for at that time.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have so many cute just great moments like that. I think we tried to find a nuance in doing it different too, than in ways that you kind of haven't seen in these movies traditionally.
Yeah. And then I love the white elephant party too. That's a lot of fun. The gift exchange.
Oh yeah.
I actually personally, I cannot stand white elephant parties because I get attached to things, and if somebody takes the thing that I feel like that it just feels so unfair. It's probably because I'm somewhat of a control freak. It doesn't actually me.
You?
No, I know.
Control? No.
I just
no.
Why don't we just get the same present for everybody, and then we don't have to worry about it? It just doesn't. But my character has a lot of fun with it. Both of our characters do, thank goodness.
Yeah, and it's funny when you bring up those scenes too. You can't help but think of the day. That scene took the entire day to shoot, because it was like a 7-8 page scene, if you remember.
Yes.
And it got really fun because it was like doing a play, that scene.
Yes.
Because we would just go from beginning to end, and when we were in it, before we'd start, everybody was hot, the fan, and then action would get called, and I remember we'd be in it, go this is so
forget.
much fun. Yeah, we totally forget. Yeah.
And then in between
we'd all high five after.
Setups, we would go up to that room. There's that one air conditioned room. We'd all go up there because the crew is wearing shorts and a tank top, and we're sweaters and jeans. Gotta get to it. But that, you're right. It was like a party. It was like a sleepover that day or something. It was great.
Yeah.
I think for me, I'm actually going to pass on this question, because anything that I answer with regard to my scene would give away major plot point. So I
That's true.
hope that just makes the viewers even more curious. What is Dwayne Coulson, that tricky Dwayne Coulson, up to? Have up his sleeves. That's right. So I'm not going to answer. So you got to watch You, Me, and the Christmas Trees. Not saying.
Awesome.
Friday, October 22nd, 8 o'clock.
That's right.
On Hallmark Channel.
That's right.
But I will say that my favorite moment of yours, I can say, because everybody knows, or it's public knowledge, that you are the owner of a rival tree lot, right?
And
everyone knows that Jack's trees are not doing well. And so right at the beginning, the very first scene you had this one line that I just love. You go, "You're done. You're done." Like, you're done. And I don't know what it was about the delivery of that line. I just love it. Like, I could watch it on a loop. Just that one.
You're done. You're done.
Like, I don't know. I love it. I love it. Anyways, that's Dwayne Coulson for you.
You're done.
Yeah.
Danica, you had two in this movie. You have actual photos of you as a kid or your family too, right?
Yes. There's a picture of my mom and my son from my mom's 70th birthday, and it's hidden in two different places. It can either be seen at my character's office or in my character's apartment. I think it's more visible in the office. It's just in the background. But
still, it's cool to have those. It's amazing how it really grounds you into a scene too. Like there were scenes in the house where photos of my dad holding me as a baby, and and just photos of my family all around. Basically, my dad as a child, and me as a baby, and it's like it really. And they randomly chose that my character had this like appreciation for trains, so there were trains everywhere, and my dad's an engineer, so he drives trains. That's kind of what he did for a living. He's retired now.
That's cool.
So just that they randomly had that around, it was just so cool.
Yeah, no, and seeing pictures of you as a baby, like for my character, I used that as well.
Yeah, right.
So you feel more connected instead of affectionate towards you. All there is a baby, and just for my character, it's great.
Yeah.
So, Danica, I have a question that just came in. This one is for you. So we all know, the viewers know. If they don't know, they should know by now. And if you don't, I'm telling you, Danica McKellar is a bona fide math expert, math genius. But what was it like? How was it like getting to play a scientist in You, Me, and the Christmas Trees? Second part of the question is, are there other ways that your character, Olivia, puts her scientific background to use?
Like besides fixing the trees?
Well, that's up to you to answer.
Interesting. I'm not sure about the second part of the question, but I will say, yes, playing a scientist was incredibly fun for me because I have a degree in mathematics. I love math and science. I always have. I'm a big education nerd in general, but especially the sciences, especially STEM. And I've been a proponent of women in STEM for a long time, and girls in STEM through my books. Now plug me, McKellarmath.com. I've got books for girls, but also for all kids. So it's a huge passion of mine. And so to get to play a scientist was extra fun. I've never played a scientist in a Hallmark movie before, and I got to work with test tubes and I know what the question's asking for. Yes, okay, I do want to answer that. Yes, besides working on the trees, there is a Christmas cocktail competition, and my character uses chemistry to create a perfect concoction, or she thinks
the old cocktail competition.
I don't know if she'll win though.
Maybe she wins, maybe she doesn't. I don't know.
Who knows?
But it was really fun. I had a pH probe that I actually used to figure out the pH, so it wouldn't be too acidic, would just be like the right balance.
Ben is using a pH probe right now.
And I'm
patching in.
I had like equations written on napkins and the whole thing. Part of that, of course, was to intimidate Jack in the competition, but part of it was some real stuff. I looked it up.
It didn't work. To go back to your books, though, I must say, I remember on set you received a package, which I thought was very cool, which were the prints before it gets bounded as a book, right? Be all the pages of your newest book.
Oh, yeah, the one that comes out.
The galleries? Are they called the galleries?
In a sense, it was the gallery, but it was the pages before they're bound. Yes. But she basically goes through and approves all of the artwork, as if we weren't busy enough. She's also, publishing a book.
Giving a lot of notes.
That's right.
Yeah, so
that was brand. She's the brand. The brand.
Thank you, Ben. That book is called Double Puppy Trouble, and it comes out in June.
That's awesome.
I like to write books that make math entertaining because math has such a bad reputation as being boring and not useful. And so why not tell a story with puppies and math? Or, I had Magic Butterflies. It's one of my best selling books. And I love it. I love the combination of math and science and entertainment, which is why also it was so fun to play a chemist in this movie, because I think we're making science pretty entertaining as we're trying to solve this mystery.
Yeah, that's awesome. I would agree too. Do you guys have any fun behind the scenes things you want to share? Is there anything that pops into your head?
Okay, that's my question, Ben.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Okay,
boy,
I'm not sure what's happening right now.
Okay, stick to the script, Benjamin.
I was just scrolling to that.
I thought that was Jason. I thought he didn't ask the second part of his question.
No, the second part of the question was I answered. Yeah,
I
you guys didn't. Have faith, man.
Okay, tell you what, we're going to rewind that.
This is going so well. Do not edit.
Danica, I think you're up next, Danica.
Yes, I am up next, Ben. Thank you so much for that.
You're so welcome.
We love the photos that you all have shared on your social media of the cast and crew on set together. Are there any fun behind-the-scenes stories you can share? That's the key part. You can share. Well, Ben already told this funny story about, I was in the trailer when he was taking, pictures with Jason's sunglasses on. He's like, Jason doesn't know I have these right now, and he's like taking all these shots. And so I actually got a picture of you getting a picture of yourself with sunglasses that I meant to send you. I should just
breaking the fourth wall.
Breaking the fourth wall. Yeah, I'm like, here he is. Here he's doing his, devious sunglass picture taking.
Yeah, I think there was some sort of video like I'm wearing your sunglasses at night or something like that.
That's right.
Yes, that's right. It's a great one.
We will post a photo of me in your sunglasses.
Here's a behind-the-scenes story that I like to tell, and partially this is a public service announcement. So I was so overheated one of these days. I was so hot on set that I was desperate, and I was like, I need ice in my shoes or something. Do you remember this, Ben? We were shooting that scene, the gingerbread houses. I don't know what it was. I was just boiling, and it was really hot in that room.
Yeah, it was hot.
I think it was just whatever I was wearing, the materials or whatever I happened to be wearing just was not compatible. And I went out to the Video Village, which is where the director and everyone's watching, and it was like 20 degrees cooler. And I grabbed a water bottle and of cold water, and I poured it into my boots and soaked my socks with cold water. Oh my gosh. It was heaven. I mean, I couldn't believe it was like if you took a flower that was completely wilted and watered it and just sprung back to life. I was like, I'm okay again. And I went in there and we could shoot, and it was great. But it was such a revelation. And I mean, I've been around for a while now in my life, and I've been pretty overheated in my life from time to time. Never had I ever thought of that trick. So I'm telling this to everybody. If you ever find yourself really, really overheated for whatever reason, you don't have to be shooting a movie to be super overheated. Take some water and soak your socks. It's okay to slosh around. It's worth it. It's great. And
you did it for the next 4 days. You would just always have this cold water bottle, just dumping it into your shoes. Even when we were out for dinner at night, it was just this. Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
look at that.
I'm doing it now.
Are you really doing it now?
Never.
How committed is he to the joke? No, don't do
loafers.
Don't ruin your shoes. Those look expensive.
Yeah.
Any behind the scenes stories before we're done with this question?
Oh, you know what? As you were saying the gingerbread, it just reminded me of getting to play Santa. I don't really ever get to. I don't think I've played Santa on a Hallmark movie before, and it was just. And I kind of didn't even think about it until I was about to go out, and I remember seeing there was 20 kids in there, and I realized they're all looking up to me like I'm Santa, and I know that I don't look like them, and I'm trying to do my best. And I remember running that by you, Danica. I was like, I feel like if I go out there with ho ho, the old man voice is just not going to work. So I was like, I need to find some other voice. And because I read Harry Potter to the kids, and we're really, my family's big into Harry Potter, I'm sure everybody is. I was like, ooh, I can do my Albus Dumbledore voice. So instead, I was like, should I do Albus Dumbledore instead of? And then you were like, yes, do Albus Dumbledore.
It's great.
So I went down and played my wizard, and it just freed me so much to play with them and to look in their eyes. And I remember the monitors were on, and I was like, okay. Before I walk in at Santa, and I said, Dave, just record it now, hit record, so that they start filming, and they're just kind of doing the thing, and the camera's on them, and I just yelled, ho ho, and the look on their face, it was just the best. Walking into that room with all those kids, it was an emotional experience. It really was. It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
they're all looking up to you. I mean, just really special, really cute.
And you know, the one, and I forget her name, came up to me and she goes, I just want to thank you for every gift you've given me every year, Santa, and hugged me, and I was just like,
that's so sweet.
I know.
Like
That's precious.
Yeah.
Precious.
So cute.
All right. On that note, is it my turn?
It is.
It is. All right. So I think, look, at the fans are saying you guys need to wrap it up here. Well, we will. But you know, before we wrap up this live chat, we're going to play a little rapid fire game of this or that, inspired by you, me, and the Christmas trees.
Okay, wait. Okay. Here's my. If we're all answering these questions, which I think we are, is it like a 1, 2, 3, and then we all answer at the same time?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay. I'm going to ask the question, and then we all have to answer it. Okay.
But wait, is there a 1, 2, 3 or not?
I don't
want to.
We could maybe count 1, 2, 3 to ourselves and then answer. I don't think
that's like
Ben
the cooler way
is going to ask the question and then go 1, 2, 3.
How about I
give us a moment.
Let's all take a beat. Let's all take a beat. We'll take a beat, and we'll see how long everybody's beat is.
And we'll like take a deep breath in and then say it at the same time.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deep breath. Question. Deep breath. Answer.
Okay.
Decorate a Christmas tree, or attend a Christmas tree lighting. Decorate
a Christmas tree.
Okay, we're all on the same page. Okay,
ding, ding, ding.
There we go.
Decorate.
Okay. Ooh, this is a tough one. Christmas Eve or Christmas morning. Christmas morning.
Again, oh my gosh, you guys. Okay.
We can go back and say, because that's a hard one. Christmas Eve is a lot of fun, but
it is. But we all had the
morning. And I have my tradition where I read "'Twas the Night before Christmas."
Yeah, but we all said the same thing.
That's right. But Christmas morning though is when we open our presents, and then that's where I give joy to my family.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And receive joy back.
Sip on a cookie butter latte or hot cocoa. Hot cocoa.
Yeah, no brainer. I've never even heard of a cookie butter latte. What's a cookie butter latte?
I haven't heard of it either, but I got to admit, I don't want to
try it. Kind of interested.
I'm going to try it.
Yeah. I just don't know if I would choose it every time because I haven't had one yet.
Yeah, true.
Fair point.
Candy canes or Christmas cookies?
Wait a second.
Christmas cookies. Christmas cookies.
Skip one.
We can go back.
Skip
we can
one.
go back. We can go back. Christmas cookies.
I'm surprised, Danica, you didn't bust him out on not.
I was going to, and I was like, you know what? Don't be a control freak. Don't say anything. It's really not the end of the world.
This is you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the order. This is me. 1, 2, 4, 2, 5, 6, 7. I'll go all.
Math, Ben. It's
got
math.
it.
Okay, it's math.
It's not, yeah.
Okay, so ask.
But you got to improvise.
Ask a question.
Candy canes or Christmas cookies?
Wait, you skipped it again.
Yes, I am, because I need the answer for this one first. Candy canes or Christmas cookies?
Christmas cookies.
You put candy canes?
Well, because you can also put them on the trees, Guy. You can decorate with when you're done eating them. Or if you don't want to eat any more of them. When you don't want to eat any more of them.
Fair enough.
Put them on the Christmas tree.
Okay.
So we don't all see.
We didn't agree on that one.
Okay. It's because I jumped to this one. Okay, let's go back.
Guys, we had a good run.
We did.
But this is where we part ways.
So nice while it lasted.
Right.
Would you rather go to a Christmas tree farm or a Christmas market?
Christmas
market.
Farm. Who didn't say Christmas tree farm? This is a Christmas tree movie. Aren't you like all into Christmas tree farm?
I am.
Benjamin prefers the market.
I prefer the market.
We're going farm.
So what is a Christmas market? Is it like a festival?
Where you go and spend hours at the festival, like kind of where you go buy stuff, and there's like
we're going farm.
There's the fire there.
Danica and I
play hide and go seek
from the farm
and the trees and the smell
of
evergreens.
White elephant gift exchange or Secret Santa. White elephant gift exchange.
Really, Ben?
Were you in this movie? In this movie, that's what I thought we were doing. What's it, Danica?
I've already made it clear. I am not a fan of white elephant exchange.
She's answering these questions as Danica, not Olivia.
It's a game based
I thought in this movie,
on you know, gambling and betrayal, essentially, is what a white elephant gift exchange is.
Oh my gosh.
It is. Think about it. Just like
wonderful.
You know.
Okay, here we go. Here's our last one. I like being able to take
stress just thinking about it. All right, last one.
Angel tree topper or star tree topper?
Star tree topper.
I like them both though. That's tough.
That was
Does it depend on the year? What
We've
is
had
on
both.
your? Okay, what was on yours last year?
Well, last year was actually last year might have been the star. The year before that, I think it was a snowman made out of foam balls that Draco and I made together. But it was like kind of heavy, and so it, oddly enough, or maybe it was just awkward, and so it started like tilting over after a while. So we didn't use it last year.
McKellar, bottom line it for us. Angel tree topper or star tree topper?
I said star. I said
Okay,
star.
right.
I said the angel.
I didn't hear.
We also have
and all the confusion, I didn't hear.
Oh, well, there you go. Yes, we all agreed on the last one, so that was nice.
Yes.
We came together again.
All right, guys, that's good.
All right.
I'm glad we can stay friends, all of us.
Indeed. Okay, Jason, it's you.
It is me.
I mean, you're slacking again. I don't know what to say.
I don't know. Well,
you look, you've been wanting me to crack the whip, so there you go.
Yes. Well, thank you for joining us. We cannot wait for you guys to tune in on the Friday night, October 22nd, and watch You, Me, and the Christmas Trees.
Yes, tune in for You, Me, and the Christmas Trees, kicking off Countdown to Christmas tomorrow, Friday, October 22nd at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock Central on Hallmark Channel. And we will be live tweeting, so you can tweet along with us at hashtag You, Me, and the Christmas Trees. Now, that's a long hashtag, so I recommend, okay, what I'll be doing is I'll be like copying and pasting it because it's a long one. But that way, hey, you know what? You can just do a search for that hashtag and then join in the conversation.
Yes, you can do all of those things.
Yes. We'll see you there, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Guys, this is where we wave goodbye.
This was really fun, you guys. I miss you both. Bye.
Miss you too.
See you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.